Hello, and welcome to Connecting You to You Radio, where we tune in to receive the messages of health and well being that are being broadcast from the soul. I'm your host, Lisa Warner, author of The Simplicity of Self Healing. I show you how to heal your body naturally by combining your body's innate intelligence with the wisdom of your own soul, so that you can break through the mental programming of limiting beliefs that cause disease and make healing your body and changing your life simple. Hello and welcome. Welcome to another Lunch with Lisa. I am Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self Healing. And today, the question is, why are we creating disease? So I hear many of you say, oh my gosh, I wouldn't create disease. I didn't create this. This just happened to me. Well, I thought the same thing too for a while. When I found myself facing cancer, something inside said, why me? Why is this happening to me? But then something else inside knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that I had created this. I didn't create it on purpose, obviously. However, I do know beyond the shadow of a doubt that we are creator beings. We are creators. It is the core essence of who and what we are. We are here creating our realities. So then, how are we creating disease? Well, the way that it is happening is that when we have an internal conflict, something that is not working on the inside, thought patterns of what's wrong with me, why did this happen to me, I why can't I have money, why is there war, why this is terrible. When we are feeling conflicted on the inside, this means that our reality is going to go into conflict on the outside. The physical stuff, the physicalness is a reflection of the non physicalness. So, our physical reality is a reflection of our non physical thoughts, feelings, emotions, the stuff that is of our soul, the stuff that is in the thought realms. What we focus on is what we see. We are taught to focus on dis-ease. We are taught to focus on war, on struggle, on disease, on prevention, on all these other things. The news, the media, social media, all of these stories every day, stories of war, strife, struggle, desperation, disaster, disease. Our attention is constantly being directed toward what's wrong. And what we focus on is what we create. So when we are focused on what's wrong, when we are focused on the external world around us and all the things that are wrong in this world, it causes internal strife. It causes internal conflict because all of that is in direct opposition to who we are as souls. We are grand beings of light, creator beings, created in the likeness and image of God. And this is not a religious statement. This is simply who and what we are as beings, as divine beings of light who are inhabiting physical bodies. We are the living life force energy that is animating the physical body. We are not the physical body. We are the soul animating the body. And war, strife, disaster, disease, degradation, crime, corruption, all of these things are in direct opposition to who we are as souls. As souls, we are in the oneness. As souls, we are divine. We are one with all that is. We are one with life. But when we look around at the planet, we see everybody suffering. We see disasters. We see imminent danger, danger, Will Robinson. We see imminent economic collapse. These are not who we are. These are not in alignment with who we are. These are part of the fallen matrix. These are part of the artificially constructed society that has been constructed for our entrapment. The society that siphons off our living life force energy. The societal structure is designed in fallen consciousness. It is not designed from higher consciousness. So when we have conflict with life on earth, we suffer. This is where dis-ease comes from. It starts out as dis-ease. And then when we embody the dis-ease, our bodies show us what the dis-ease looks like in physical form. So if we insist on embodying shame, blame, fear, doubt, guilt, worry, what's wrong with me? Why did they do that to me? If we are embodying conflicting thought patterns, we are creating dis-ease. But we don't have to do that. We're under no obligation to live in fear, doubt, guilt, shame, blame, worry. These are not normal patterns for us as grand beings. But they have become normalized on this planet for thousands upon thousands of years. These states of being ruled over, states of being victims, states of being in war, conflict, strife. These things have been perpetrated on humanity for thousands upon thousands of years. But we're under no obligation to the perpetrators. And we don't have to perpetrate it upon ourselves any longer. But we do have to wake ourselves up and realize what's actually happening here. What we focus on is what we generate. And we are being taught, trained to focus on disease. It's everywhere in the news. It's all over social media, all kinds of things, right? What we focus on is what we see. And what we see is what we be. If we are focusing on disease, we will create that for ourselves in one form or another. But it does not have to be that way. When we learn how to focus inside and we start to focus on our soul, on the core essence of who we are, the core essence of who we are is love and light. And when we focus on the core essence of who we are, we can activate our own inner guidance, that internal GPS that is always pointing us in the direction of health and well-being. But when we are allowing ourselves to wallow in inner conflict with repetitious thought loops, thoughts of I'm not okay, what's wrong with me, what am I going to do, how am I going to fix this, why are they doing this to me, all of those thought patterns that loop around and around and around again. As long as we're allowing those thought patterns to be looping around, and as long as we're allowing our vision to be focused for us on division, fighting, arguing, you know, who won this argument, you know, why are we focusing on the crap that we don't want? Why are we allowing our attention point to go to war and strife and struggle and death and degradation and disaster? Why are we allowing ourselves to focus on this? Why are we not allowing our consciousness to raise up, to restore our own divinity, to start recognizing the power that we have as creator beings to create better for ourselves and for this planet? We are being taught to create crap. We are being trained. It is time for us to untrain ourselves. It is time for us to start recognizing the power that each and every one of us has to heal ourselves, to heal our lives, and to heal this beautiful, incredible planet. We just have to stop participating in destroying ourselves and this planet. We are being taught to destroy ourselves. We're being taught to destroy this planet. We're being taught that it's okay to pollute the planet. It's all right to produce all kinds of garbage. It's okay to spray chemicals all over the planet. It's okay to inject harmful chemicals into your body. That's fine, perfectly fine. No, it's not. As long as we participate in the destruction, we will continue to destroy ourselves and our bodies. But we're under no obligation to participate in the destruction. We can actually step outside of the societal structures and stop participating. We can start to live according to our own soul. Start to live in harmony with universal law. The laws that say do no harm, do no damage. And if you harm someone or damage their property, make reparations. Like, that's universal law. It's really, really, really simple. Do no trespass. And when we live according to universal law, and we live according to the love that we are, the light and love that is the essence of who and what we are, we start restoring health. We start shining our light once more. We start to love ourselves and our bodies. And we stop falling for the fallen consciousness, distorted patterns of there's something wrong with me, I'm being attacked by some killer disease. This isn't what's happening. We have to open our awareness. We have to step up our awareness. And we have to stop creating disease. There's no need. Our bodies are not being attacked by diseases. When we are embodying conflicts, our bodies show us in physical form what those conflicts look like and what they feel like in our cellular structure. What's going on in our consciousness is being reflected in the world around us. And we are being taught war, division, isolation, not enough, not good enough. But it's up to us to stop participating in these distorted patterns. It's up to us to heal ourselves and this gorgeous planet. Are you willing to stop participating? Are you willing to stop creating more crap for ourselves and this planet? Are you willing to start creating better? Are you willing to start creating from love rather than fear? Are you willing to start creating rather than reacting? This is who and what we are. We are creator beings. And it's time for all of us to start creating better because we can. We have the power. But we have to unlock our consciousness and our point of attention. We have to stop watching the movie that is being broadcast to us on a daily basis. This movie of death and destruction and despair, right? Just turn it off. Turn off the television. They're telling you a vision that they want you to create. And so far, it's been working really great for them, for the dark side, for the people who benefit from our suffering. But we're not benefiting from our suffering. We're just suffering. Until we realize that we don't have to suffer, that we can create better for ourselves. If you're watching this, you're one of the ones who's here to bring light back to the planet. You have to do that by restoring your own light first, restoring the light of your own awareness. Start opening up to see the bigger picture. Start looking at who's actually been in charge of this planet for a really, really long time. And what's their agenda? Why do we have millionaires and billionaires flying around the planet, partying and having a great time, and while people are suffering? Like, there's something very weird about that. Why are the governments not actually helping? Why are they creating more and more war? Why is there more and more conflict? We have to stop participating in the conflicts. We have to resolve our own conflicts, because our inner conflicts are playing out in the world around us. When we heal our own inner conflicts, our bodies heal, our lives heal, and we start to have no interest in participating in conflicts anymore. Coming to peace is the primary name of the game. Coming to peace, internal peace, generates external peace. And peace is the name of the game. We have been divided into pieces. On an individual level, we have been divided into body, mind, and soul, 3 separate pieces. But they're not separate, they're one. It's time for us to restore our wholeness. It's time for us to command our own consciousness so that we can create better. I hope this was helpful to you. You can find more from me at connectingyoutoyou.com. And I have lots of courses that I am starting to share in my knowledge area. If you'd like to check those out, you can go to go.connectingyoutoyou.com. Thanks so much for watching. Hope this was helpful. Until next week, create for yourselves a great week, because you can. Bye for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Connecting You to You Radio. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Are you ready to discover more about how simple healing your body can actually be when you do it from the higher wisdom of your soul? To learn more about what I do and how you can work with me, visit connectingyoutoyou.com and get on my mailing list to be the first to know about my latest offerings. If you'd like to interact with me on Facebook, please join my group, Soul Sourced Healing. Check the show notes below for these links and more. I hope to see you again next time on Connecting You to You Radio.